There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
Where the fuck do I begin? Where the fuck do I begin? I'm sorry for cursing, but this movie has left me in such an awe, in such no words, that you don't get this kind of film ever. You get great films, you get bad films, you get in-between films. And then you get films like this. A film that's just like, you don't even know what to do with yourself. I don't even know where to begin with this film. I really just don't know. I'm going to go into spoilers with this, but the majority of it, I'm going to have to go by memory and everything. And because I'm going to have to see it again today, later today, tonight or whatever. Because it's 3:31 right now. I'm not going to sleep because this movie just got me like always fucked up. So it starts off exactly when Thor Ragnarok ended, and Thanos' ship comes in, decimated everyone, except for Thor and Loki. Now, for all the Loki fans out there, brace yourself. And forewarning, this is spoiler. I'm giving it out. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But forewarning, Loki dies. Blah, blah. I can't speak. This is how crazy the movie is. Thanos broke the nigga's neck. Without breaking it like that or twisting it. No, just squeezing it and you hear the bones crack. Yeah, he's gone. There's no after image or whatever. Far as we know, he's gone. So he has 2 stones. But before he killed Loki, Loki said, "Oh, we got the Hulk." He pulled a Tony on him from the first Avengers. We have the Hulk. Hulk comes in, beating the crap out of Thanos. Choking the life out of him. Black Order comes in. And the guy, Ebony, says, "Let our master have his fun." This nigga Thanos pulled a wrestling move on him. Broke the whole Hulk is like, what the fuck? Hit that nigga in the neck. Beat the shit out of Hulk. I'ma say this again. Beat the living shit out of Hulk. He beat him so bad. Hulk did not even want to come out from the rest of the film. Y'all remember that? You remember this part right here? When they were running towards the camera and you see Hulk back there? Yeah, that shit didn't happen. That shit didn't happen. Because Hulk is terrified of Thanos. When do we know Hulk being afraid of anybody? Never. Hulk is afraid of Thanos, everyone. He gave him the boxing. Thanos did a kickboxing move. Did a boxing plus a kickboxing move. Fist, elbows, knees. He beat him so bad, Hulk was like, nope, no more. Heimdall is dead from Thor. He's gone. Managed to take Hulk away. So, like I said, 2 stones. Then everybody's coming together and all that stuff, and the whole jokes here and there. The jokes was on point. I'm not even going to front. Jokes were on point. I got to remember most of them, though. But the funniest one was when Tony called Ebony from the Black Order, called him Squidward. Called that nigga Squid. And he do kind of look like Squid, like a really deranged Squidward. I don't know what else to say from this point. After he got 2 stones, and then groups are spread out. I'm sorry, I gotta. The groups were spread out. Half of the Guardians. I'm sorry, hold on. So half of the Guardians were separated. Groot and Rocket went with Thor to get Thor's new weapon. Gamora, Star-Lord, Drax, Mantis went with. They went the other way. They went to the nowhere to collect a Reality Stone from the Collector, but Thanos was already there. So Drax was gonna come in and fuck everything up because they were trying to surprise him or try to get the stone and get out of there. Before all that, Gamora told Peter, if he has me, I want you to make a promise on your mother's death that you would kill me. When she says that, you know that shit is serious. So he made the promise. So Gamora goes after Thanos and she's hacking, slashing, and she stabs him in the neck and everything. And for a second, to be honest, it had me. I thought she got him, and I was like, oh man, that's it. Oh, it was kind of. Peter was like, oh, that was kind of fast, and everything. But then it comes to find out, all this shit was fake. He made it look like that was really what's going on. That she had him, cause he already had the Reality Stone. Now that's 3 stones he has. And I'm going to get to Thanos at the end of this. Maybe in part 2. Because I might have to do a part 2 on this whole thing. But right now, this one is just about the movie in general. The next one, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go by what's with each character and everything, how I feel about it and everything else. Basically, he's got 3 stones. So they try to go after the Mind Stone. They managed to fail a little bit. But they damaged Vision very, 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 very badly. So they couldn't do anything with him. So they went to Wakanda. And, the sister was like, oh, why couldn't you just do this and then the third, the technical stuff. And they was like, well, we didn't even think of it at the time. So they had to, save him. Winter Soldier got a new arm. A vibranium black arm that's like a Wakanda kind of color. and everything, and the troops are coming to Wakanda because the Soul Stone is there. Now, I thought in general that they went to Wakanda because Wakanda had the Soul Stone. But we're going to get to that in a second. So, basically, to the point, Thanos had, I'm about to say Organa. Gamora, I'm sorry. When he had Gamora, she was like, Quill, you made a promise to me. And then, Thanos is like, oh, this is your boyfriend. So you made a promise. She told you, right? She asked you to do something. Okay. Do it. No remorse whatsoever. He's like, oh, you want to do it? Go ahead, do it. Again, it didn't hit me. See, this is how the Russo brothers like to play with people. They make you think, oh, he has this and that and the third, but then all of a sudden, it goes to the story. You forget about what he done. When he gets to a point where he's going to do something, you're thinking, oh my God, something's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's just like a twist that you was like, oh wait, I forgot. Because Peter was going to kill her. He pulled the trigger. Bubbles came out. Why? Because he had the reality stone and he made it a reality that Bubbles would come out, not the instead of just killing her. And then for the exit, what did he say to Star-Lord? I like you. And left. Oh, I want to talk so much about Thanos right now, but I'm going to have to make it in part 2. So much shit was going on. So Thanos is collecting left and right, killing left and right. So he left with Gamora. They meet up with Tony and Strange and Spidey, because Tony, Strange, and Spidey board the donut ship, as they call it, and everything, and they ended up on Titan, which the other half of the Guardians were. So they all met up. They was going to fight each other, but then they come to realize, wait, we're allies. We're after the same thing and everything. So they, what else happened? Oh, so basically, Strange has the Time Stone. So Strange has the Time Stone, and they're going to lure Thanos to them. But Star-Lord was just like, yeah, it was a great plan, but it's a dumb plan. We need to strategize for something a little bit more better than that instead of just going gung-ho to our deaths. So, all that said and done, the battle's going on back on Earth and Wakanda, and amongst everything else, the fight is getting crazy. The creatures, I forgot what they call. Please remind me in the comment section. They were coming to the wall, and the wall is pretty much like killing them, but they don't care as long as they get through. The battle was intense. It was crazy. Everybody was doing their thing, and they were being overwhelmed. And Banner still tries to bring out the Hulk, and he won't come out. This is how legit this shit was. How scared Hulk was towards Thanos and his crew. He was like, no, I'm not coming out. Fuck that. No. I'm done. So, shit was getting crazy. Thanos came to Titan, which was Thanos' home world. Well, let's dive before that. So, Thanos found out where the Soul Stone was because Gamora found out, because she had the map, but she burned it. She tried to lie and everything, but then Thanos was like, I'm not stupid. We know you know where the stone is. You're going to tell me, or I'll kill your sister. Because her sister remember, she's part robot, so she's going to have a memory banks in her head. So they're going to play it regardless. So she's like, damn, I forgot about that. I was like, Gamora, come on, you should have known. So she decided to take him there. So I thought the stone was in Wakanda, which it's not. I heard a crazy thing about Heimdall being the Soul Stone, but he's not. It's on another planet, which don't ask me what it is. I can't remember it. The movie's so crazy I can't remember the name. So they went to the planet, and guess who was there waiting for them? Yes, you all guessed it. And if not, I don't know if anybody even predicted this to happen. But the Red Skull was there. Looking like death with a red face. Yeah. Who would have thought he was... I know he was still alive, but we didn't know what the fuck happened to him until he explained it. He was on the journey to find the Infinity Stones, but then, yeah, he had a little hiccup. So he's like a floating ghost on this planet where the Soul Stone was. And he tried to get the Soul Stone, but he couldn't. Because in order for you to get the Soul Stone, you need to sacrifice somebody that you love. And he didn't have anybody. He was by himself. When he said that, and if you've seen the film, you already know, Thanos had Gamora for a reason. And Gamora set herself up for it. So Gamora thought, oh, you can't get the stone now. See, the universe, the fate has judged you. You wanted this to happen, but they said no. So you're lost. He turns around and you see a tear from his eye. Now, if you was in Gamora's shoes, you would think, oh, fake tears? What am I supposed to feel sorry for you? And Red Skull was like, sweetheart, no. They're not for him. He killed Gamora. Threw her off the highest cliff that you ever think of. She is dead. She's gone. Far as we know. So Gamora and Loki are gone. So I'm trying to wrap this up quickly as I can. So he has the Soul Stone. And then he comes to Titan to get the Time Stone. That battle scene, my friends, was epic. I say Doctor Strange stole the show with his impressive magic. I'm gonna say it right there. He stole the show. What he did, oh my god, that shit was crazy. It was so lit. I got no words. They put up a good fight. They really did against Thanos. They really did. Even I would say Strange and Tony stole the show. Like I said, I'm gonna get to that in part 2. Tony put up a hell of a good fight against Thanos. He really did. Thanos threw the moon. Whoever saw the picture, the still picture of Thanos grabbing the moon, and if people thought it was a fan art, no, it was not. He literally took the moon, shattered it, and threw it at them. And this nigga Tony comes out and says, "If you throw a moon one more time, I'm gonna lose it." Like I said, the jokes were on point. It wasn't over the top. It was just right. They put up a good fight. They almost had him. They tied him down. Mantis came in, tried to put him to sleep. And he was pulling the gauntlet off. Just as when they almost did, Quill had to go into his rage and got stupid. But I felt bad for him. And sadistically, I felt bad for Thanos too. Because me and my cousin felt sadistically bad for him. Just for that moment. But when he found out that what happened to Gamora, I mean, any one of us would feel the same way if we found out someone who we love more than anything was taken from us. Who wouldn't feel it? Who wouldn't be in Star-Lord's shoes? So he started going off on him, and then Thanos woke the fuck up, and oh man, they almost had the damn gauntlet off of him. They almost beat the shit out of every one of them. Even Tony. Tony put up a good fight. He made him bleed. Just a little bit. It was a little bit, but he made him bleed. And Thanos was like, oh, all this for a bleed. Ah, okay, my turn. Fucked him up, though. He really did. Fucked him up. Tony pulled out a sword, which was a big mistake. Took that sword of his, stabbed him with his own weapon. Thanos took Tony's sword, broke it off, stabbed him with his own weapon. At that moment, I thought Tony was going to die. Because he said to him, he's like, oh, I hope they remember you. I respect you and everything. You're not the only one who has the knowledge. There was so many references. I'm going to put that in that part 2. I thought he was gonna die, but no. Strange gave him the time stone. Because before then, Strange was trying to figure out how to stop him. He said there was only one way, but he never said what. And that was the reason. Either way, they could fight as much as they want. He was not going to stop. Either way, he was going to get the stone. Whether they give it up to him or they fight him. Why Strange took the chance instead of just doing what he knew that it would stop everything. He wanted to see if they could change that, I guess. But it was the end game. As he said it. Took the time stone, went to Earth. When he went to Earth, everybody was at a standstill. Everybody was like, what the fuck is going on? It was like you could feel the death in the air. In the air. You didn't know what was coming, but you had that feeling. That cold chill crawling up your spine like something's not right. Thanos came in. Banner was like, that's him. And we all know how Captain America is. We don't really care if you're a god or a demon or this or that. Cap will still fight you regardless. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't. He went after Thanos like a G. Like a G. Didn't do great, but give props to Captain America. Let's give him props. But they put up a valiant effort, but it was nothing. Nothing. They managed to destroy the Mind Stone. Well, Scarlet Witch did. Scarlet Witch was a benefactor of, able to destroy the Mind Stone. But remember what I said before? Yeah. I completely forgot he had the Time Stone. Goddamn you, Russo brothers. He completely rewound time, brought back Vision when he blew up, grabbed him, smack Scarlet Witch, grab Vision, dig his 3 fingers into Vision's forehead, and pull the Mind Stone out. Flung him to the side, put it on his hand. Now he has all 6 stones. Cap came in, tried to fight him off as much as he could. He even got punched in the face by that nigga. Punched in the face, and he was knocked out cold, but he wasn't dead. So Thor comes in with his new weapon, stabbed him right here in the chest. He's like, oh yeah, I told you I was going to come back. Because he did tell him that in the beginning of the film. He told him, like, yo, I'm going to come back for you. Watch. You kill my brother, I'm going to come after your ass. And he told him, and he did. But then this is another thing. Remember what I said before? Yeah. They did it again. Again. Thanos was like, you should have went for the head. If any of you comic book readers know what I'm talking about when I went like this, you know what he did. And yes, he did. I didn't think he was going to do it, but he did. Then we get a shot of him talking to Gamora. He doesn't have the gauntlet in his hand. Little baby Gamora. Oh, we get a backstory on that too. Not much to be said. We don't know much about Gamora's home planet and what they're all about. Which is why I'm a little skeptical about her death and everything. I don't know if she's really dead. But anyways. So she's like, so you finally did it. He's like, yes. Was it worth it? Yes. Everything was. But at what price? So we come back. We see Thor in there. Almost everybody else. I was like, wait a minute. I thought he destroyed the whole universe. Or half of it. What the fuck's going on? Then you see the gauntlet badly damaged. What was that about? Did he use all of his power or something? My cousin brought up a point saying that the Infinity Stones are like Dragon Balls. If you guys know what Dragon Ball Z is, you would know what I'm talking about. You use the wish, the balls scatter, and they turn to stone. until their 1 year of use, until the year passed and they could be used again. So Thor was like, "What did you do? What did you do?" Thanos left. Didn't say anything, but just left. So all of a sudden, so Thanos left, and I guess I thought they beat him. Maybe he failed. Oh no, he did not fail. For some reason, I don't think he has any full understanding what he just did. Because he was even confused when he came back. He was like, what the fuck just happened? And Thanos was like, what did you do? He's like, and he's just like, yo, I need to leave. All of a sudden, you started to see some people disappearing. The Wakanda tribes disappearing, majority of them. Black Panther is gone. Groot is gone. Drax is gone. Mantis. Strange. Spider-Man. Falcon. Scarlet Witch. The majority of the Avengers are gone. And the galaxy. And the Guardians of the Galaxy. All except for Rocket. Little more than half of the Avengers are gone. I did not expect that to happen. Yes, people. Yes, ladies. Bucky and Spider-Man are gone. They're gone. Yes, my black people. I want to say Wakanda forever, but your king is gone. He's dead too. Gone. Gone. For now, far as we know. We don't know how they're going to bring it. And they warned us. They say after this, the MCU is not going to be the same. It's going to be completely different. Now, after all that, nobody knows what's going on, what's happened. Thanos goes to some planet. I think it's Titan. I don't know. Gets on his knees. Looks at his sunset. Smiles. That's it. Go to credits. Yeah. That's how it ends. It goes to credits. On a cliffhanger. Then we get a after credits, which we all knew. But this after credit scene was something unexpected. Because majority of people on Earth are starting to disappear too. You see Hill and wow, oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Samuel L. Jackson's character, Fury. I'm sorry. He hasn't been around as much, so him and Fury and Hill disappeared too. But before Fury disappeared, because majority of people were disappearing, he pulled out his phone. And when he disappeared, the phone dropped. Camera panels down to it. Who was he calling? That's right, Captain Marvel. I believe Captain Marvel is going to have a pivotal role in Avengers 4. I believe so. What? Pray tell? We don't know, because they say she's OP. So I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know. All I got to say, this movie shocked the hell out of me. It shocked the hell out of me. I don't know what to say from this. This is the greatest movie I have ever seen. This might have topped Captain America Winter Soldier. I believe it has. If I gotta rate this, I would give this movie 5 out of 5 Thunderstrikes. Maybe more. For its unpredictability And then it makes you forget what just happened that is going to be a pivot to the next scene.